All right, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the Sunday live show. We're gonna come up with a better name once we get this thing, popping a little bit more. And I might just ask you all for help with naming the show, because you all matter. Your voice matters, right? I appreciate everybody who has been tuning in consistently into the show because one, we're doing this consistently. Two, we're doing this consistently. And three, we're doing this consistently. So you always have something to watch when you open up your phone or open up the YouTube app. I'm most definitely dedicated to creating these videos for you all and sharing my insight off of what we react to on this channel and what's going on in today's economy. So anyways, we got a couple topics we're going to talk about tonight, and it's going to be quite interesting because we're going to go over 4 topics actually that is going on right now, and just listing them in order. We're going to be talking about the McDonald's Grinch meal. We're going to be talking about what's going on with Jacelyn Hill. For those who know of her, she's a makeup artist and she basically blew up on social media years ago, but she's talking about not having a connection with her audience anymore and how she's struggling with that. The third topic we're going to be talking about is Dollar Tree raising their prices, and people are actually pissed off about that. And the last topic is the new food stamp rule, which is no buying junk food. All right. So anyways, you all are in for a great show today. We're going to go ahead and get started, not wasting any time. Let's go ahead and get started with the first topic for today.
I slept for 16 hours, woke up in a bad mood to comments telling me to come try the Grinch meal, and I was like, honestly, that's so real. Everyone be jealous. Be jealous. You guys are giving me intimidating looks. Have you seen my videos?
Yes.
I'm on day 5 of a common cold, and I'm like one sneezing fit away from spiraling.
Who are you talking about?
Alright,
Who are you talking about?
dinner and a show.
Okay.
Alright, let's open this toy. Oh, I get socks? I got socks. Anyways, I'm a foot model now. How these look? Oh, I got cheese on it, bro. Dill pickle seasoning. I also brought this from home because it's green. I thought it would be cute. That sauce.
I don't know about you. That shit looks disgusting. I'm not going to hold you. That green threw me off. It just threw me off. McDonald's is still McDonald's, but like I understand it's a Grinch thing. But what am I eating? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't tell me all those people are in McDonald's just for the Grinch meal. Like, please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that people are lined up for this Grinch meal. It looked like a Big Mac. Please don't tell me they're lining up for that. Please tell me they got something better else to do with their time. I'm not saying you shouldn't stand in line for things that you want. I'm saying it's McDonald's, bro. You're getting the same meal. It's just a different color. They changed the color of the layout of the Happy Meal box there. It's pretty cool. They got it themed a certain way, but McDonald's, really? Is it really worth it? Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about this. And did you actually get it? How was it? I'm curious. I ain't gonna get it, but I'm curious.
It's expired. Wait, actually? No, September 2024. Bro, I am one minor inconvenience away from crashing out. I'm honestly about to throw this too. I miss being a teenager and doing little TikTok dances. We're good, low-key.
One thing we can learn here, if you're going to go ahead and taste food and stand in a line, you might as well get paid for it. She's obviously a content creator. I looked up her actual TikTok account. I'm going to go ahead and give her some credits in the comment section, in the description down below. But if you're going to use social media and you're going to stand in line for a McDonald's Big Mac, make sure you get paid for it, folks. That's insane, man. She's talking to, she's around teenagers. So I'm pretty sure they're not even worried about like making money or, the time that they're wasting. Be a kid. You feel me? Like, be a kid. Enjoy your time. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy that people are, I know it's not all teenagers that are standing in that line. I know that for sure. We've seen on this channel plenty of times how people stand in line, Black Friday deals, getting things on clearance, getting things because somebody has some sale going on. By the time something goes on sale, they're just trying to get rid of it or just motivate you to get something that you really didn't even need. So
I made a promise to y'all that I'd be one of the first in line for these Grinch meals today.
Today is December 2nd. These dropped in the US. Let's take a look. I'm obsessed with McDonald's, as you guys know, but I'm also obsessed with the Grinch. Look how cute this box is. I might keep the box, honestly. I got a large fry. I got the chicken nugget option. I had a Big Mac once and it was not a good time, so I didn't want to ruin my experience today. McDonald's has finally given us a taste of the McShaker fries. These are in other countries. The Grinch right here is giving you the instructions, by the way. Look how cute the bag is. This is another reason I got a large, so I didn't have to try all of them in the dill pickle seasoning. The Grinch salt. This is just like a dill pickle salt. So excited about this. Sprinkle it on. I'm not gonna do all of it, but oh, it smells pickly and zesty. It says to roll and shake. Look at that. Let's see.
Let's just cut to the chase here. They sold you a Big Mac meal and they didn't even care to put the salt on the fries. I mean, yes, they taste different, but you got to do the work to put the salt on the fries. Listen, bruh. These companies know how to market to people to make their money. I don't care what nobody says. We've reacted on this channel of people complaining about McDonald's prices earlier this year about how they spent $10 to $15 on a meal at McDonald's when 15 years ago it was $5 or even less. And people have the nerve to complain earlier in the year about how fast food shouldn't be so expensive and McDonald's should be a luxury restaurant based on their prices. All they had to do was slap a green monster on the packaging, give in some pickle flavored salt, and people just eat it up, overconsumption. Just keep eating it up, man. This is why I love business, because if you can solve a problem for people and create your own supply and demand, people are going to want to get your stuff. They'll make their own reasons why they need to get what you have. You never need French fries. You don't need pickled salt. You don't need a Big Mac. It damn sure ain't healthy. But you know what it is? It's convenient because it's fast food. It ain't even real food. And you know what else it is? It's overconsumption. Because deep down, I believe people know I'm getting the same shit I could get a month ago. And they're going to charge more for it too. Like they're giving a pair of socks, I heard. I think it was in the last video to give a pair of socks. That's pretty cool. That's different. It's a fast food restaurant. You don't expect to get socks, but you do. So you feel a little bit more inclined. Ooh, you know, it's only going on for this time. Let me go ahead and spend more money on the same thing I could have gotten earlier last year in a pair of socks. Give me a break, bro. Give me a break, bro. As long as I don't hear no complaining, I'm good. But usually people be complaining about, well, the prices keep going up. I don't want to hear it no more, man. I don't want to hear it no more, man.
Look at that. Okay, guys, I am not an avid fast food eater, but when I saw this Grinch meal, I knew I had to get it right away. I try not to eat out, but when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. So let's go ahead and open my bag. Okay, so I got the meal that was with the 10-piece chicken nugget. I'm sorry. I used to be the biggest McDonald's hater. Like I would literally, my parents had to hate me growing up. They spoiled me way too much. They would get McDonald's and I would make them drive to the Wendy's down the street because I was not eating McDonald's. I did not care. I was not eating it. I didn't eat it for I don't know how many years, but I would say probably like 4 years ago, one of my friends got chicken nuggets and I decided to have one. And since then, I will eat it, but it's not something that I go to all the time, okay? So I did not get the quarter pounder, double mac, whatever the sandwich was. I did not get that. So that's why I got the chicken nuggets. And then I got the fries. And it comes with a little gift. Wait, are there different ones? And I got Cindy Lou Who. How cute. Okay, those are cute. I love funky socks. All right, now,
Of course they got different ones. They want you to go back and have a chance to get the other ones you didn't get. It's called collectibles. Like, look, she's pretty chill about it. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't complained about the price yet, but we know people always complain. Oh, well, why did I have to spend this much and get something? Like, bro, You know what I'm saying? People get these things for convenience and they get them because they're curious. They don't need any of these products, but we see people complain all the time. Oh, groceries are always going up all the time. Oh, I deserve to have a raise all the time. But what are they doing to help themselves get in a situation to where when it's time to spend money, they're not just spending the money that they had to work for? I'm not saying she's in this situation. I'm talking about majority of Americans complain about financial situations that they put themselves in. Grinch socks, bro. This is basically a grown-up Happy Meal. Like they're giving you a quarter pounder. Kids don't eat quarter pounders. That's a pretty damn big kid if they do, but kids don't eat quarter pounders. They eat kid meals. You know what I'm saying? A cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? This is a overpriced adult Happy Meal. I don't want to hear no complaining. I want to hear nothing.
Like different thing about this meal, actually, I'm pretty sure is the Grinch salt, which is a dill pickle seasoning, and that's why I got it because I love everything pickle. I love pickles. I eat pickles all the time. Anything pickle seasoning. The Wawa had their pickle ranch fried pickle sandwich, whatever it was. Yep, I got it right away. So what you do is you pour the fries in here, you sprinkle in the Grinch salt, roll it, shake it, eat it. All right. But for good measure, have to have one or two. Actually, sorry. Guys, I'm like really hungry right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna watch her eat or listen to her eat either. Shout out to her. Her profile will be in the description down below. But this kind of reminds me of yesterday when I went to Chipotle. I genuinely was like, I had to use the bathroom really bad. And so I'm like, I'm gonna pull up to Chick-fil-A. And then I'm like, nah, you know what? Chipotle is right next to Chick-fil-A. And it's probably more empty because Chick-fil-A is always busy. And don't let it be a weekend, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull up to Chipotle. I pull up to Chipotle. Man, that thing was packed. I'm like, I should have went to Chick-fil-A. What is going on here? But you know what? People are standing in line. So I can just, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, come in, use the bathroom, get out. By the time I was in the restaurant, use the restroom, I said, you know what? Chipotle don't sound too bad. Plus, I'm a little hungry and it's healthy. You know what? Let me stand in line. Lie to you not, it took like 15 minutes just to start building my bowl. I found out after I left Chipotle, didn't even know that this promo was going on, but I found out they had a promo after 4 p.m. If you get an entree, a bowl or a burrito, you get another entree for free. That's why it was so packed, because an incentive was there. A marketing change was there. And it brought me to the realization that a lot of people get things because deals get started, but they don't usually get it because you don't need Chipotle. You can get groceries and it's still less expensive for you to get groceries, even if they have a buy one, get one. You get what I'm saying? But I just think it's so amazing how when people hear free, they just run to it. And it's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, damn, this is why it was like 40 people in line. This is why I took 15 minutes, because people just, they weren't even acting crazy. I mean, it's Chipotle. They didn't do anything crazy. It was just like, you would have thought that they were giving away iPhones in each bag. And when we go online and look up these things and these topics that we're going to be talking about and discussing during the show, like food stamps or Dollar Tree prices, people are going to be complaining about, oh, well, Dollar Tree isn't really Dollar Tree. Bro, it's Dollar Tree, bro. Like, yeah, once upon a time, they had the least expensive items in the store. But there's something called inflation that decreases the value of the dollar. But yet you'll see these same people who complain about Dollar Tree prices going up in these restaurants. You can't be two people at the same time. You just can't. You can't be healthy and unhealthy at the same time. You just can't. You can't be financially wise and blowing your money at the same time. You just can't. They can't live in the same habitat. They just can't. You think different. You talk different. You one reacts and the other one takes action. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on this? And definitely subscribe if you like the content so far. Let's add some Grinch salt. That smells like a pickle. I only put half in there. Now let's shake. Let's put the other half. I apologize. I didn't know this was an ASMR video. When I get these videos, I literally watch the first 3 seconds to make sure it's actually a legit video, and I download them so I can react to them in real time with you all. But I didn't know this was an ASMR. I don't watch ASMR content, but I'm gonna just say this again. If you gonna go and spend money on some fast food and complain about it, make money from it too. I mean, Shorty is right here just crunching on the food in front of our faces. You hear all the spatial audio effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, she getting paid because this blew up on a social media page. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world where you can hold up this metal rectangular device and get paid for spending money that you didn't need to spend. This video probably paid for multiple Grinch meals for her. She probably went back to the restaurant just because she made a bag off of the video. And it's not just because people like ASMR. Like, it's a trending meal right now, this month in 2025. So it's like, shout out to her, because she's capitalizing off of this Grinch meal. I didn't know it was ASMR though. So we're just going to go to the next video. Make sure you subscribe if you like the content.
I heard McDonald's launched a Grinch meal, so I came immediately. I hope they have it here. They do.
Did they deep fry the menu? I can barely even see it.
Get 1 pair of socks in every box. Can I have 2 Grinch meals? Alphaba would have loved the Grinch. Thank you. Hello. Wow, that's so cute. You like my shirt?
Yes, you're very well fitted for this.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited. Thanks. I'm happy for me too. All right, parked next door at Chase Bank. Okay, this is not an ad. I am just a Grinch fan. Diet Coke. Delicious as ever. This is fantastic. I can't believe that they did this. This is not an ad. This was my idea. Let's see what's inside. I know it's inside. I ordered it. Oh, that's your Big Mac. Wait, I want to see. I get your socks. Okay, there's your food. Enjoy. Cute. The yellow ones. Noise hazard. I'll have mine now, please. My socks. Ooh, cute. This is so fun. I've never gotten socks with my food before. What an interesting combination. These socks stink. That will be true in about a day. They're not dill? It's dill pickle seasoning. Oh, you have to mix it in the bag. He's never been here before. Okay, the McNuggets. A classic. Great as always. McShaker fries, pour sprinkles. What does that say? I can't.
Yeah, so first of all, shout out to her because she's a Tessie owner. Shout out to my Tesla owners out there. I love Tesla. Don't care what you say. Second of all, maybe she grew up watching Grinch. You know what I'm saying? But bottom line, this is a grown-up Happy Meal at best. That's what the socks is a replacement for the toy they used to give you as a kid. Hey, look, and she creating content with it too, man. I thought she would actually be complaining about, oh, well, it could have been better. It's not really different. It's like, bro, people, they look, the biggest thing that they changed, I don't believe, is the pickled salt or whatever, because they don't even put it up there for you. You know what I'm saying? They just, hey, man, let's just throw the fries in the bag. You know what I'm saying? If they want to use the Grinch salt, let them use it. If not, hey, it's a condiment. You feel me? It's like they giving you a quarter pounder with some chicken nuggets and a large fry and a drink. Don't nothing tastes different, but everything's packaged different. Everything's packaged different. For real, bro? Some cardboard, some paper. People just let their emotional overconsumption take control. I'm not saying this is her, but I know most people, Grinch, they got Grinch. Spending. This is what these companies do in order to make more money at the end of the year, because it's crunch time. It's crunch time. They know consumers. People who don't produce, consumers. People who don't value their time, consumers. People who only spend the money that they have to work hard for, trade their time for money for, consumers. They know they're going to make these type of choices. And it's not helping you at all. It's not helping you. They know at the end of the year is when people spend the most amount of money. They go into the most amount of debt. And when that January month hit, the first of the month, I gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? I spent too much in December, bought too many gifts, went out to McDonald's too much. You know what I'm saying? Got a little too happy. You know, I gotta chill. I gotta get my money back up. Why do that to yourself, man? Why? Most people do this. Before we get into this next video, Alexa, turn off heat. Alexa, turn off heater. Alexa, turn off heater. It was getting real high. I got my heater in here. All right, we're going to play this other video.
Friend, McDonald's just came out with a new Grinch meal. Don't that sound fun? Now, how cute is this box, friend? Maybe that's why this meal cost me, what was it? $16.33? $16.33 is kind of crazy, McDonald's. Y'all fast food's getting a little out of hand, but let's see what's all inside together, because I honestly forgot we had two different meal options. You can either get the nuggets or the Big Mac. I love me a Big Mac, so that's definitely what I went with. Oh, and this thing is loaded. So we got our gift, which is the Grinch socks. Apparently it's different options, so I'm excited to see which one I get. Then we got the fries. This is what I'm most excited about, friend. Not with them looking this flimsy. I always get my fries without salt so they can be nice and hot. I guess they didn't want to nice and cook them this time. And then this is the mixed shaker for the fries because they got instructions and everything for the little seasoning. I said for...
That's a plastic bag. I mean, a paper bag. That's a paper bag, bro. I'm sorry. They put that's the same bag they use when they give you them 3 cookies. I know. Don't ask me how I know, actually, because we eating more healthy. Okay. Don't ask me how I know that bag is the same bag they use for them chocolate chip cookies. All right.
The little seasoning. Is that it? Yeah. That it come with. Look at that. Let's actually start with the fries because I hate cold fries and these are still hot. So it says the first quart in here. Yeah. Oh no. How you gonna fall to the bottom like that? This meal was too much. Hold on. And then I'm supposed to take the Grinch salt, which is actually a dill pickle seasoning. Oh, I love dill pickle. We're gonna pour it on top of the fries here. That looks fun. This is kind of fun. After we did that, I think I did like half. We supposed to close it? Yup. Oh, this is falling apart, McDonald's. Baby, I'm gonna have to get this a ghetto shake, so take both ends.
Hey, bruh. This goes to show you. Remember, a couple videos ago, we watched people complaining about, well, McDonald's should be a luxury restaurant where their prices are. Bro, you don't go to McDonald's because it's luxury. You go to McDonald's because it's convenient and they have really great marketing. You see one on every corner you turn down. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes to McDonald's and says, you know what? This is the best food I've ever had. Even if you love McDonald's, you know it's not the best food you've ever had. If it is, let me know in the comment section down below. But I know it ain't the best food you've ever had. You lying to yourself. People get it because it's convenient, and they got the Grinch meal because they just had good marketing. You know, they attached it to Christmas. They know people are gonna overspend on Christmas. They're like, yeah, we gonna take a piece of the pie. We gonna take a piece of the pie. Let's go ahead and slap this green monster on it. Give them some socks or something. You know what I'm saying? All the donations we asked for, we just gonna go ahead and you know what I'm saying? We just gonna go ahead and give back. You know what I'm saying? It's a happy meal, an adult happy meal, bro. An adult happy meal. Crazy. Anyways, if you like these type of videos, make sure you subscribe right now. We're gonna go ahead and get into the next topic of the show. I'm really excited for this one because this one's a little different. You know, this is an actual creator named Jacelyn Hill who originated, I believe, on YouTube. She's on all the platforms, by the way. She's going to be linked in the description down below. And she was a makeup artist and probably still is. And she's turned into a luxury content creator. But her audience is disconnecting from her, and she voiced out her opinion about it because she's noticed a huge decline in engagement and people actually, showing her the love she used to have on social media. So we're going to go ahead and get started with her videos and see what's going on over there, because a lot of people are talking about it on the internet. All right.
We are fine.
And actually, before we even get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat back on. It was just turned up a little bit too much. Alexa, turn on heater. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Jacelyn Hill situation, see what's going on over there.
We are finally going to clean out my sneaker collection. Like, I'm done. I don't know what came over me. I just got out of the shower. My hair is still wet. I'm just gonna let it air dry because I have this need to go through these sneakers right now. Also, if any of you are a size 8, 8.5, leave a comment down below. Cheers. I'm not gonna go in any specific order. I'm just gonna pull things that I see that I'm never gonna wear again. The Panda Dunks. I wore the absolute living crap out of them. I'm never gonna wear these again. I just know myself. And also, for those of you who might be new followers, I always donate all my stuff to either women's shelters, or I pick people in my DMs and in my comment section. I send it to you guys. I give it to people that I know really need it and will really appreciate it. These are women's 8.5. They have been worn to crap, but they're gone. I don't know, because I do really like this. I'm gonna keep these. I feel like but no, if I ever was wearing like a green color palette, I would go for this, not this. Oh, but they're so different. I'm keeping the green. These are my Solomons. These are staying. I'm obsessed. I wear these New Balances all the time. These are like my everyday shoe. Well, one of them. They're like black, white, and silver. Fun fact, these were actually my wedding shoes because I did not want to wear heels because I had to walk upstairs and the stairs were not very solid. I'm going to put these in a special place. Like, I'm going to put them in the box in a different room and not keep them in here. This is another just like everyday shoe. I'm keeping these. This was sick. This is an off-white Nike collab. No, I have to keep these. Okay, what about this one? Now we're getting cutthroat. I think they're kind of chuggy almost. This is something that
I'm not gonna hold you. Those shoes look pretty sweet. I'm not even a shoe collector. I'm not no sneakerhead or anything like that. But we can obviously see how an audience can get disconnected with this type of content, not only because she has so many things that normal people wouldn't be able to attain because they work regular jobs, but people could take this as bragging, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because it definitely will bring the haters, and any type of engagement is good engagement, especially online. But if she's worried about being in, like, having an audience that's engaged with her, this is not how you do it. This is not how you do it. And I know people show off a lot of stuff online about what they have, and they can have really great engagement, but that's really if they're selling a lifestyle. And maybe she is selling a lifestyle, but if you are selling a lifestyle and you're not getting the engagement, you're not making the money that you want to make, it doesn't sound like she's hurting for money, but it's like she likes that genuine connection that she once had, then this isn't the way to do it for sure. But shout out to her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She worked hard for it, and I ain't finna hate on her. You know what I'm saying? I believe people have different type of problems depending on their financial situation. Some people complain about the prices of McDonald's and Dollar Tree, and some people complain about where they're going to put their 15th car. So shout out to Jacelyn on that one. We're going to go ahead to the next video because this is a little bit different. It's actually talking about her with her makeup, apparently. So.
My God. Okay, so this right here is supposed to be like my daily / weekly makeup. This is not my whole makeup collection. I have a closet of makeup, and then I have all this right here that needs its own separate organization. Don't get me started. But this is supposed to just be the makeup that sits next to my vanity for my daily, weekly use. It has become way too much, as you can see, to the point that I don't even know what to grab for anymore. I have got to eliminate a ton of this from this area of my makeup room and really narrow it down to what I'm actually using on a weekly basis. Let's do it. Starting off strong.
blushes. Okay, apparently this is what I consider my everyday blushes, so I guess now would be the appropriate time to admit I have a problem. I think a good place to start would be just to pick out like my most used brands and ones that I feel like I can't live without, which Lunar Beauty is one of them. Haus Labs, like all the Haus Labs blushes are so beautiful. Oh my God, all these shades. Okay, so Haus Labs are going to the side. I know they're expensive, but these Gucci blushes are gorgeous. The Makeup by Mario Blush Veil. These are such beautiful shades and such a gorgeous formula. Painted, this formulation, amazing. The Westman Atelier blushes are just like absolutely stunning, but I always forget that I own them because I have too many blushes out. I feel like these are kind of what the road wants.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a man. I don't know what the hell half of this stuff is. Well, we can see as we're gonna get into this third video, she's gonna be talking about and breaking down why she feels the way she feels about her audience disconnecting from her. And then she's gonna break down where she started and where she's at now. But obviously watching this content, even like, again, I'm a man. There's no way I can actually even connect to this type of content because honestly, I don't wear no makeup or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I wash my face. I put on my SPF. You know, I got a little facial routine going on, you know, but it ain't like I'm a man, bro. Like I'm very simple. I'm very routine, very simple. Obviously, I don't be doing that stuff. But I can see how this content is just more like, why would somebody want to watch this? You know, a lot of people create content online and they wonder why they don't get the engagement that they feel they deserve. And this is coming from someone who has uploaded for the past 6 to 7 years online on social media. Not gonna hold you. I'm gonna show you my fitness page right here that I had for about 6 years. I didn't want to let it go. I didn't have a lot of engagement. All right, this is my old fitness page right there. I had 1,700 followers and I uploaded over 1,300 times on that account. I made probably real close to $200,000 on that account though. So, here's another account that I have. Let me make sure I click the right one. Here's another account that I have. And I actually had to learn how to market, how to connect with people, how to make my content be seen by people and actually have people care about what I have to say. And that's when I learned my lesson that you need to know how to market. So that's my second account right there. I had only uploaded 214 times. I know it's a little backwards, but only uploaded 214 times and have 30,000 followers. And in the past 30 days, we've been seen by 46,000 people. So you gotta know how to market to people. And right now I'm working on my YouTube. For those who, you know, want to make an extra living with YouTube, then I'm learning that as well. So I'm really excited about that because I've been experimenting for over a year. I've uploaded probably over 220 long form videos in the past year and really didn't see the results that I was looking for. So I went ahead and readjusted, you know, this past month, and I'm seeing extravagant results. I mean, we're doing 15 times better than we have in the past 365 days, which is insane. Insane. The numbers I'm getting these past 30 days would have taken me 15 months to reach based off of my previous year performance. So you got to know how to market to people and talk to people the way they want to be talked to so they can care about what you have to say. All right. But we're going to go into this next video of her, which is actually her breaking down why she feels the way she feels about her audience disconnecting from her.
This is a reminder. Take out.
I got a reminder to take out the trash every Sunday. So anyways, y'all heard that or probably saw it, whatever. Anyways, next video.
I want to talk about something that I feel like maybe is a little controversial, maybe not, but I feel like no one really talks about it on social media. At least I don't see this conversation being had, but I think about this every day. And this is coming from like an old school beauty content creator. I started on YouTube 14 years ago. Like that is insane. I have been here for every single era, consistently uploading, downloading every new platform, like watch the birth of TikTok, you know, like I remember when Instagram became a thing. I was already on YouTube when Instagram became a thing, and I downloaded Instagram, and like it was like this new app and we were posting the square photos. Like I've been here for all of it. And I feel like we're in such a weird place on social media as content creators where I am like fighting. I feel like I am like trying to run through mud to connect with my followers at this point. I feel like there are so many bots, and I feel like these apps are now controlling who views my videos, and I feel like I get punished and penalized for not showing up and creating all the time. In the sense of, I took off, like I didn't post a TikTok, I think for like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, like sorry, shit, life happens. I've been doing this for 14 years. Maybe I'm a little burnt out, God forbid. But then I come back to TikTok and it's like I'm put in like this TikTok jail where my views are complete shit. No one is seeing, like, it's one thing if my engagement is shit, meaning like maybe my views are high, but my comments are low and the likes are low. It's like, okay, so my audience wasn't feeling the vibes of this video. That's fine. But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like when I started, it was so organic. Like you subscribed to the people that you liked, you opened up those apps, or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it. And like, it was that simple.
And it still is like that, honestly. A lot of people, again, and some people who have millions of followers like herself can forget that social media does work like that, but you always have to be catering to the people who view your content. I don't care what you think. I had to learn this lesson again with my content that I've uploaded over the past year. I've been uploading my strategies and my knowledge and my wisdom off of how to make money online, but I wasn't getting the views and the engagement that I really needed in order for me to not only operate my business, but operate my YouTube channel and sustain having views. Having a lot of followers does not equate to you making a lot of money. Even when you have 1 million followers, you can hear her voicing her opinion and her experience right there. All right. But you need to have a strategy. And if the strategy isn't working after you're consistent, keyword after you're consistent, then it's time to pivot. It's time to switch your strategy. Clear example. I live by what I preach on this channel, or not preach, but what I say on this channel. Right. So I was making videos organically, talking to the camera like this right now, talking about how to go from point A to point B with solving a problem in business where you can make money online. Didn't nobody give two shits about that. Like I had viral videos, but it would take enormous effort. Like you don't even know what videos are going to go viral. And when I mean viral for you. Viral for me is like 1,000 views right now. Why? Because my subscribers right now, as of this video, is at like 972 subscribers that I love. So I appreciate all of you. Shout out to my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, subscribe if you like these videos. On the other note, I pivoted into reaction videos. Why? I experimented. I'm like, what do people want to hear? You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to talk money, finances, and economy and building your own streams of income, but I'm going to do it in a way where people can digest it easier. We're putting the medicine inside of the candy. Shout out to my mentor, Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? We're putting the medicine inside the candy. We're making sure that we're giving people what they want to hear and see, but we're also giving them what they need inside the context. And that's what makes people ride or die for you. They're like, you know what? I watched this video because I saw something else going on and it attracted my attention, but I really like this person as a content creator. And I'd rather follow them just to hear what else they have to say about other topics that I'm interested about. And so that's how you build a genuine connection, not showing off all the things that you have, because people can't relate to that. They just can't relate to that. One last thing that I want to say before we can get into the next video of her talking about what pivot that she made. And this is like really important for my content creators who want to make money online. I kind of lost my train of thought right there, but it's important to recognize that consistency alone, a lot of followers isn't equating to money, and being able to, I forgot what I was going to say, y'all. Maybe I'll remember it in the next video. Anyways, that just makes me human, right?
Hi, so I posted a TikTok yesterday, and in this TikTok, I was talking about just being a content creator for the last 14 years and how I've watched these apps just change, and how I really feel like TikTok specifically like punishes you for not posting. And then like if you don't post a video for a week or two, they put you like in TikTok jail, is like what I consider it, and they don't show your content to your audience. And the comment section has taken such a turn, and I'm listening. Like I've been laying here in bed for the last 30 minutes reading these comments, because when I first posted the video yesterday, the comment section kind of went a different direction. And at first I was like, wait, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not talking about like my content. I'm talking about the app. But now there's like, I think 2,000 comments. And I'm like, okay, my ears are open. I'm listening. I'm reading your comments. You guys are saying that like you're sick of the influencer era. You're sick of the shit. You're sick of the luxury. And so my question to you guys is like, what is it that you want to see? Like, I started this 14 years ago when I was literally on food stamps, broke as hell. I had no clue that you could make a dime doing social media. I genuinely started it for the love of it. I just loved beauty. I loved talking.
Yo, shout out to Jacelyn, man. I mean, Jacqueline. Shout out to her. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? She was on food stands, bro. How many people be complaining about the situation they in and then be looking outside of themselves for the solution, depending on the government? Oh, the jobs pay me more. Oh, I need a raise. Oh, this, that, and the third. Bro, she got it out the mud. This is what I love to hear right here. I didn't even know this video was going to be about that, man. This is what I love to hear. This gives me hope. This gives me inspiration. Why? Because if she can do it, why can't we? You know what I'm saying? But at least she's listening to the people who are telling her, hey, we want to see this again. That's what you got to do when you're a content creator. You're not in it to show off and, oh, you know what? I feel so good about myself because I'm creating videos for myself. You're not watching your own videos. You know what I'm saying? And you're definitely not going to bring in the money from you watching your own videos that social media can pay you with. You're doing it for other people. So you have to think, what do other people want to see from me? And if you don't know, experiment. And if nobody's going to answer, experiment. She had an audience she could ask. So shout out to her. That's really inspiring, man. That's what's up.
Beauty. I loved recommendations. I loved teaching beauty. I just loved the community with other women. Like, I worked at MAC Cosmetics at the time, and I freaking loved my job. I loved it. I still have dreams that I work at MAC. Like, I loved it. I love just like talking about beauty products with other people. I love it. Anyways, with that being said, like, the only reason I'm still here is because of you guys, because of the community. If you're not enjoying what you're seeing, I 100% want to know. I want to shift gears. 100%. So my ears are open. I would love to hear what you guys want to see.
This is exactly what she needed. I'm really very happy for her. I didn't even know about her until I saw this story, and I saw a lot of people talking about how she posted this first video that we just watched. But shout out to her because she made that pivot quick. That's what you got to do, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. All right, if you like these type of videos, make sure you subscribe right now. And if you are thinking about what's going on in the economy and finances today, go ahead and watch this next video, because if you like this one, you're going to love the next one. I'll see you in that next one. I'm out. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and go into the next topic. Okay. And if you guys are joining in the live right now, you guys can go ahead and, type in the chat and we will have a great conversation. Anyways. What's the next topic? Next topic, Dollar Tree. People, they're not messing with Dollar Tree no more, man. I thought I never would see the day where people are not messing with Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree raised their prices apparently. So it ain't really nothing too much for me to prep besides playing the videos of people voicing their opinion about Dollar Tree. All right, let's see what's going on.
Can we just talk about how overpriced Dollar Tree is right now? Because I just went in there to get some stocking stuffers for my daughter's class, because I usually get like their stuff from there. But no, everything is like $5, $10. And I understand that like everything has gone up in price, so they're trying to make the profit or whatever. But you can't increase your price and not increase your quality. There's no way I'm spending $10 on something that I used to buy for $1 and it's the same quality. You can't compete with other stores if you're not upping your quality. You can't compete where you don't compare, okay? They're gonna go out of business soon, mark my words, because how is Walmart cheaper than Dollar Tree now? Like, goodie bags, the little plastic goodie bags are $1 at Walmart, and Dollar Tree they're like $1.75, $5. Excuse me? Like, what? Are you crazy? Mark my words.
Maybe they are going to go out of business. Who knows? But what I do know is that these stores, Food Lion, Walmart, Target, whatever, they create their own brands that replace these name brands. And that's actually a smart move. Now, if Dollar Tree is going to go out of business for this, I have no idea. But I do know the prices are going to go up regardless. So I'm not with the whole, oh, well, they should keep the prices lower. Because, bro, you start a business and you try to keep your prices the same as inflation causes you to have to pay more for your groceries or for your inventory that you're selling to people. You're not like, you got to, in order for you to stay in business, you got to be making a profit, and you got to be making a certain percentage of profit. So they're not playing no games out here. Like, they're not going to lower their prices because people are complaining about the prices. They're either going to increase their quality and continue raising their prices, or they may just go out of business. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Have you seen and noticed Dollar Tree going up in prices? And do you still shop there? And why or why not?
Y'all been to the Dollar Tree lately? I have not, but I went today. And these few bags cost me over $70. Struggling this year.
I just want to take a moment of silence real quick. Can we just be honest with ourselves and say, when people just hold up bags and say, this was $70, this was $700, this was $100, bro, we got to know what's in the bags. I know Dollar Tree don't sell no flat screen TVs, but if a flat screen TV could fit inside of a bag, then obviously something's going to cost more than the other. What did you actually get? I hate it when I hear people talk about, well, I got this. And it's like, bro, we don't even see what the items are. Like, show us the items so we know what was the value proposition off of why it was $70. You know what I'm saying? It's like me showing like, oh, this was $200. You don't even know what this is until I go like this. And it's like, it's an AirPod case with AirPods in it. Of course it's going to be $200.
It's Christmas time, and I was like, I can go to Dollar Tree and get my kids some stocking stuffers for pretty cheap, because I used to do that a long time ago. So wrong. And nothing is priced clearly. I did get this poster. It's a K-pop Demon Hunters poster, and that was marked $5. So I was aware that that was going to be more expensive. And I knew they had gone up from $1 to $1.25. What I did not know is there was $1.50 items, $1.75 items, more $5 items, all hidden on shelves marked $1.25. And when I checked out, I was so flustered by the situation, I just didn't say anything, and they probably don't get paid enough to deal with that anyway. So, let me show you what I got for $70. I picked up a couple of makeup things for my daughter's play that she's in. Like, it's not that much stuff. I grabbed a few Christmas decorations while I was in there. Wish I hadn't have this pack of bags, ornaments, like.
I'm sorry, but did she say she wished she wouldn't have gotten those Christmas decorations? Come here. Let's have a conversation real quick. Whenever you're at a register and you're thrown off by the price and you want to double check to make sure that it's actually that expensive, ask the clerk. The clerk is going to go to the location, or they already know the price, and they're going to tell you, yeah, it's this much. And I'm not sure if you've ever, been told this, but there's this word that helps you make a wise decision when you know you shouldn't be paying so much on an item that you felt like you need. And I don't know if people forget about the word in the moment, but the word is no. Or if you want to be more polite, no, thank you. I'll go ahead and leave it here. Thank you, though. Is it that hard? Have you ever been in a situation where you were at the register and you're like, dang, man, I didn't know it was that much. I don't really need it, but, no, thank you. You know what? We can actually take that off. Bro, I don't know if people be embarrassed with the people behind them, and maybe you care too much about people's opinion. I don't care. I don't care, bro. If I don't need it and it's above the price that I think it should be at, it's getting left at the store. Bottom line, it's getting left at the store. It's not hard to decline something. It's not hard to say maybe another day. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing is priced. Nothing's marked. Okay, I lied. This is marked. $1.25, little blind bag. These are not marked. Little bath toys. These are not marked. Dinosaurs. This is not marked. Another.
But she had to have known that it could have been any price. I mean, like, it's not marked for a reason, bro. Like, everything in Dollar Tree is not $1.25, $1.50, $1.75, bro. Like, I'm not creating no excuses for nobody, man. Like, if this was me complaining in the video, I would have to look and be like, you know what? Why did I think that everything was going to be the same price? What made me think that way? I mean, you don't walk in any other store thinking that way. You understand that it could be a different price.
Little blind bag, but you can see the price is like covered up on this one. I don't know, or maybe the red dot means, I don't know, no? Oh, they covered it up.
Okay, so they covered up the price.
They took a red sticker and covered it up. Not with the proper price. They just covered it up. No price. No price. No price. This is for her.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, like, they're being trifling doing that. Obviously, if they're putting stickers over a price so you don't see the price, so you just pick it up, then okay, fine. But just know that you may have to look at that receipt or look at that little screen that be showing you how much stuff costs and be like, you know what? Let's take that off. You know what? We'll keep that. You know what? Let's take that off. That's what I would do. I mean, they put in the extra effort to cover it up. So guess what? I'm going to put in the extra effort to tell you left, right, left, right. But what I'm not going to do is force myself to get something that I really don't need and to pay a price that I don't agree on. It just doesn't make sense to me at all.
First, the CEOs of Dollar Tree, fuck y'all, because why the fuck everything $1.50 now? Bro, this shit used to be $1.25, now it's $1.50 for everything. Plus, why the fuck is everything like $7, $5, $3? Like, what the fuck? Isn't this a dollar fucking tree? Like, not the fucking give me my money? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, y'all, like, cleaning supplies, $1.50. Like, bitch, the other fucking week was like $1.25. I thought that was our whole thing now. Like, we wanted to increase it to like $1.25, you know, like, and then started being like Dollar Tree Plus. Like, what the fuck is Dollar Tree Plus? Like, $5? Okay, whatever, I can get on it. But now everything's $1.50. Now that pisses me off. Now that's where I cross mine.
He sounds like one of these people who just be like complaining about prices. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you 25 cents, 50 cents. I don't really care. I'm good. You can complain about why Dollar Tree ain't selling stuff for $1 all you want, but it's still going to be above $1. You know why? Inflation. You know why? They got to stay in business, and maybe they're going to go out of business from this. But what I don't understand are people who have this type of mindset and say, well, why? It should be cheaper. Okay, well, you start a business and you keep your prices that you aren't making too much profit on because the economy is changing. You do that. It's just not going to happen. You continually get paid at a job where you don't even get a raise, or you change a job and you still work and you still get paid the same amount of money, even though you have a greater skill. You do that. It just don't map out and work for nobody. You need to, like, just make more money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be complaining about Dollar Tree like it's not one of the cheapest stores out here. And even if they raise their prices, it's still one of the cheaper stores out here. There's definitely stores out here that are going to charge you a lot more, not because they give you a lot less or give you the same amount, but because they give you a bigger amount. But why don't you shop there? You can shop at these whole stores or whatever you call them, these warehouse stores that give you a bigger quantity and help last longer with the supplies that you buy because you bought them in bulk. But people don't do that. They complain about Dollar Tree, like they complain about minimum wage. Well, we need a raise on minimum wage. How about you make more than minimum wage so you don't have to complain about minimum wage? Oh, have you ever thought about that? I should get paid more. Bro, how about you stop focusing on the minimum and you focus on your maximum, which is limitless, because the minimum has to stop. The minimum, let's say the minimum wage is $15. Okay, you can't go below $15. Okay, well, you can go infinitely up, but you have to stop at $15. Why are you limiting yourself? Oh, the Dollar Tree is $1.50. Okay. Tell me how you're going to solve this problem, please. Because if Walmart gives you the same product and it's a little bit cheaper, and we're just best case scenario, it's a little bit cheaper, they're still going to raise their prices over time. And hopefully you're making more money by that time. But those type of people probably won't be making more money at that time because they focused on the money they didn't make all the time. You can't be in growth and lack at the same time. That's the word of the day. Time.
I know what it is. Y'all don't be mad that the prices went up in here. Y'all mad that it's Dollar Tree. Y'all would go somewhere else, Target, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Michaels, whoever the fuck else, and spend twice, probably 3 times as much on the same shit
Facts.
you can find in here.
Facts.
But we'll come in here and complain about these prices.
I didn't know she was going to turn that way, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she worked at Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? She got the green shirt and everything. Bro, people feel some type of obligation. Dollar Tree should be $1. Okay. It's a couple dollars now. What you about to do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you about to do about it, man? You about to complain? You when you complain, you stay the same. Shout out to my mentor, my old mentor, Steph is cold, man. Like, you're not finna get nowhere complaining about this shit, bro. $1? You can't even go to a vending machine and get any items out of the vending machine without it being $1 plus. Give me a break. Give yourself a break. I don't know what you can get with $1 now. Maybe play the lottery. I don't even play the lottery, so I wouldn't know. And the people who play the lottery, they ain't got good money happens in the first place because you're not even finna get into that. We're not even finna get into that, man.
The Dollar Tree just raised their prices again. Very, very quietly. And I found that out when I walked into the store today. The new base price at the Dollar Tree is $1.50. And now, they've been having a while now the items that are $3, $5, $7, so on. But at least the base price for most items was still $1.25. That is no longer the case. And no, the CEO didn't announce that they would be raising the prices. They just did it. So if you were planning on going to the dollar store to save some money, you should know you're going to be paying 50% more for the same items that you were buying just a few years ago. This country is actively working on pricing out the poor from being able to even get food. And while the food quality at the dollar store is pure garbage, at least it's something to put in your belly if you are literally starving. Do we boycott Dollar Tree? Do we say, hey, if you guys can't keep your prices, like, reasonable, then we just won't support you guys? Dollar Tree and Family Dollar did split up earlier this year. They were sister companies, now they're not. Anyway, just some more fuckery that Americans have to suffer for, but the CEOs, they're still making plenty. One could argue probably.
As they should. You don't like CEOs? Become your own CEO. You know why? You know why people complain about it? They don't want to put in the work to become their own CEO. Well, everybody shouldn't have to start a business in order to make a lot of money. Okay, well, what else are you doing? Because you don't have to start a business. You can literally get into real estate. You can literally get into the stock market. What are you doing with your money? The people that I know that are making bank, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, they don't complain about shit like this. You know why? Because they had a choice. They were once in a financial situation where they were stuck, where they were in poverty, where they didn't have a lot. They were focused on lack. They were focused, well, they weren't focused on boycotting and stuff. And that don't work. You know what I'm saying? They're a business, bro. They're going to do all right. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be okay if you don't spend money with them. Because they're going to, like, I can't speak for Dollar Tree verbatim, but what I'm saying is when CEOs are in a company and they raise the prices, they know they're going to lose some customers. But you know what they're also going to do? They're going to gain some people too. You know why? Because they can probably afford higher quality items. And the people who can't afford it won't shop there anymore. And the people who can will shop there. So your ass is just gonna get left behind. It seems as though everybody's focused on making more money. That's not a bad thing. Because when I ask you the question, how long do you want to live? You'd probably say, well, as long as possible. Why would you put a limit on yourself? How long do you want to breathe? Well, as long as possible. Why would I put a limit on myself? How much money do you want to make? Oh, just enough to get by. I don't need too much. Why do you limit yourself on money? And then you look at other people and say, well, the CEOs are making a lot of money. Yeah, because they're at the top. Are they not supposed to make a lot of money? They are helping civilians have jobs. Even if there are layoffs, they still help people have jobs. It's your responsibility to take care of your money, manage it, and grow it outside of the job. It's a poor mindset, man. I don't care what nobody says.
You can't even just pick up whatever you want at Dollar Tree anymore because you don't know if it's $1.25 or $1.50 or if it's $5. I just picked up some bread thinking I was being cheap. It was $3. I'm gonna just go to Walmart and get better quality $3 fucking bread. What are we talking about? Snacks are $1.25, but the cleaning stuff is $150. It might as well be $150. Fuck it.
Yeah, she went crazy with that one. I don't even know what the last item she said should have been 150. Like, make that make sense. What'd she just say? Snacks are $1.25, but the cleaning stuff is $1.50. Okay, and bro, it's $1.50 to keep your house clean. When I wash my car, right, it cost me $15. I wish it was free, but I'm not complaining. Why? Because I take care of my stuff. I'm not complaining about the $15. Why? Because I know that every dollar I earn isn't taking a part of my life called time. You got to have multiple streams of income in today's economy. You got to make more money. It's not going to work out well for you if you're depending on one stream of income and you're trading your time for it. It's just not going to. You're running the rat race. You've heard it a million times. We've heard it a million times. But people choose to deliberately ignore this advice because they think boycotts, they think complaining on the same device that you can be making money from, but you complaining on, they think that's going to help change their situation. Complaining never changes your situation and actually gets you further away from changing your situation. You got to make more money. You got to have multiple streams of income. Why aren't people getting that in today's age? Anyways, if you like these type of videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you like this video and this channel, then you want to make sure you watch this next video, because if you like this one, you're definitely going to love the next one. I'll see you in that next one. I'm out. Let's go. All right, family, we got one more topic to go over, and I'm really excited about this one because, well, it's actually the food stamp rule that has passed about not getting any junk food. And if you know me, you know I've been on a health journey for about 9 years now. It's so crazy to think about that, but 9 years now I've been working out consistently. And, you know, I was a skinny kid in high school, 110 pounds. At 18 years old, I'm 180 pounds now. I don't like junk food, but it does taste good. You know what I'm saying? I do take a cheat meal and a cheat snack here and there, but I'm definitely working on my fitness consistently because I know health is wealth. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this next topic about the food stamps and what's going on with that. All right. So without further ado, here's the last topic for tonight.
Okay, y'all, I got a little news, a little update for y'all about these food stamps. They are passing a law about candy, sodas, and snacks for food stamps. Each individual state has voted for this to be passed for each individual state. The governors for these states are trying to get this passed. I know for a fact that in South Carolina, August 2026, this rule will go in effect. you will not be able to buy snacks on your food stamps anymore. It will be only for nutritious foods only. All of the snacks, all of the sodas, all of the stuff that's not good for you is about to be a wrap on that. I know for sure in South Carolina, this will.
I'm going to just say this, and I say this strongly. I'm glad this is happening. Now, some of you may look at it and be like, well, children got to eat. Okay, they don't have to eat snacks. And what I mean by snacks is unhealthy snacks. Soda, chips, cookies. Adults don't even need that. I'm glad this is happening. Not only is it going to help people have to make healthier choices, but again, snacks, unhealthy snacks are not needed for you to stay alive. And we're talking about an assistant program, something that's supposed to help you get on your own 2 feet. People be depending on these things as if it's some sort of moral obligation, as if they can't get off of it or they don't want to help themselves get off of it. This isn't everyone. It's not everyone, but it's definitely a lot of people. And they buy a whole bunch of BS, as we're going to see in these videos coming up. That's just the truth.
Be starting next year, August 2026. From my understanding, it's each individual state if their governor is pushing for this for the state. But the governor of South Carolina is pushing for it, and there will be no snacks as of 2026. Candy, soda pops, and stuff like that, you will not be able to buy on food stamps.
As they should, man. Again, you don't need junk food. You don't need barbecue chips. You don't need powdered donuts. You don't need candy. It's nice to have, but guess what? You can have it once you start making your own money, and you can just go ahead and buy those things. Now, what about if people can afford it? Okay, how can you afford it? Well, that's not fair because people have a disadvantage. Listen, bro, we've already said a lot of times on this channel, if somebody isn't able to work, if they're disabled, you know what I'm saying? If they actually need physical assistance and they can't work, that's different. If we're talking about a mother with a lot of children and she's a single baby mama, that's different. But I do believe this needs to be put in place, not only because it's going to help people have healthier choices, but also because it's going to help people make wiser choices. You shouldn't be popping out 5, 6, 7, 8 babies and you can't afford it. Yeah, folks, babies cost. They're a financial obligation. You got to take care of them. So why aren't you wearing protection? We got too many things in this world that can help stop getting someone accidentally pregnant in order for you to make a wiser decision. And I'm not for the abortion stuff because I know that sounds borderline to that. I'm not for that. I'm talking about protective matters. You know what I'm saying? Wrapping it up. Birth control. We live in that world now, man. Why are people acting like they don't know that children cost? That they're putting themselves and their own children at a disservice when they can't buy the necessities. Keyword necessities. Your baby don't need barbecue chips and powdered donuts, and you don't need it either. And you don't need no Kool-Aid and soda and all that stuff either. I don't care what nobody says, man. I just don't.
Field for over 10 years. I also worked at the food stamp Medicaid office for over 6
I don't like how that one started. Let's go ahead and restart that one.
field for over 10 years. I also worked at the food stamp Medicaid office for over 6 years. I have processed hundreds of SNAP cases, and here's an update on the push to stop you from being able to buy certain foods with your SNAP benefits. In case you haven't heard, there have been a push in many states to stop you from being able to buy certain foods like candy, soda, and sugary desserts with your EBT card.
You don't need it.
Arkansas, Indiana, Idaho, and West Virginia have already requested waivers from the USDA to implement these restrictions. The reason why they must request waivers from the USDA is because the USDA has the final say-so in what's allowed to be purchased with SNAP benefits. So the states can request a change, but it's ultimately up to the USDA to finalize it. Right now, the goal for these states and potentially other states is to exclude candy, soda, and energy drinks. Iowa, however, is seeking to restrict SNAP benefits to only include whole food items such as milk, eggs, and vegetables. As of now, no state has received the USDA approval to implement these changes. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated on whether or not this.
I hope they do it. And another reason why I hope they do it is because, well, that's a luxury. When you work and you have your own money and you're able to take care of whoever you take care of, including yourself, you have more freedom on how you spend your money. You see, working a 9 to 5, when you get that paycheck, they're not telling you you must spend your money this way. You're getting a benefit from the government on the backs of taxpayers in America. You're getting free money from the taxpayers of America. Freedom ain't free. And when you get to choose what you want deliberately off of stuff that you don't need, that's called a luxury. When you go out to eat, you don't need to go to a restaurant. You could cook at home, but going out is a luxury. Getting junk food isn't what you need. As a matter of fact, if you don't eat healthy, you won't be healthy, and then you'll have an even bigger problem. So why allow junk food on something that's free to the person who's receiving it? And then it's not free because you got other Americans paying taxes. By the way, a lot of people complain about taxes. They don't even like taxes. So it's like, complain about taxes, and some of your taxes is going over to feed people who are getting items that they don't need because they had the freedom to get any type of food they don't need. Doesn't make sense to me.
I don't give a fuck if they spend that money on a fucking cart full of hot Cheetos, okay? Who gives a fuck? Like, you guys will get on here and watch a rich person spend $20K on a fucking spoon holder, and they'll be like, this rich person, rich is right. But if a poor person does fucking anything, they can't pour correctly in any fucking way. If they spend their EBT on something with more than 1 gram of fucking sugar, suddenly everyone's the fucking food police. Like, can we be so for real right now? We have a man who's trying to become a trillionaire, and you guys think the people spending EBT on fucking cupcakes are the problem. Are you serious? The point of it is so they can buy food. They're buying the fucking food. That's the food they chose. Who cares?
Yeah, she's ignorant. All food isn't food, bro. A lot of food is processed. A lot of food is junk food. People consider, oh yeah, I'm full. Bro, you're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, she even sounds like the type of person to blame the rich. Oh, the rich are taking away. Bro, the rich, when I'm talking about the CEOs here, and she's quoting trillionaires, so she's talking about Elon Musk. All right. Why do people care so much about what the rich do with their money? I mean, there's a reason why you don't have that much money, right? Nobody gets rich worrying about how much money someone else has. That's called pocket watching. That's number one. Number two, when you focus on what the rich do in a negative way, I hope you can also look at it. And when I mean rich, again, I mean CEOs. I hope you also look at it in an angle where how many jobs they supply. And not every rich person is, good, but not every poor person is good either. It's just that the rich have a bigger audience because they have access to a lot more tools, a lot more people, a bigger platform. So it's easier to just voice your opinion about the, oh yeah, well, but tell me about a poor person or homeless person. Nobody even wants to be around them. Like even the Bible says a person who is rich has a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? She sounds very ignorant. Like, why even care, bro? Because they're taking money from my paycheck and people get to choose whatever they want to eat. I get to choose whatever I want to eat. You know why? I work. I give up some of my time. I give up some of my life in order to have some freedom off of what I want to eat and when I want to eat it. There should be rules in place. And I'm glad this is happening.
I'm irritated. I woke up and now my EBT cannot purchase me no soda, no candy, no chip, no ice cream, no dessert, no nothing. And this not even really about me because I'm fortunate enough that if push comes to shove, I don't have to use that EBT. It's not even in my name. It's not my EBT part. I don't make enough that I can afford my groceries, but I make enough that if I gotta eat, then I can eat. But I'm thinking about people who don't even live within 5 miles of a grocery store. People who go and do their grocery shopping at the corner store because that's what's closest to them. And there's nothing for another 10, 15, 20 miles. And nobody has a car. Everybody has to take the bus. So you can only go to where the bus takes you. And heaven forbid if you're disabled and cannot get there. And you don't have a caregiver or the necessities that you need to be able to make shit shake. No EBT. No EBT. Like, and I understand, like, okay, you can still buy your necessities. You can still buy your little pasta and your bread and your meat. But what about diabetics? What about the people who need the shit? Like, I don't understand. What's going on? I don't understand.
Last time I checked, diabetics don't eat junk food. Facts. I'm not arguing. It's not an argument. Diabetics don't eat junk food.
Why the baby can't have no chips? Why the baby can't have no chip? Why can't we have a soda?
The baby can have chips. The people can have chips. Anybody can have chips. Use your own money. But when it comes down to things that you need, healthy food for you to live, for your body to continue functioning, well, it should be stipulations in place. I don't care what anybody says. The fact is, when you don't earn something, and again, I'm only talking about the subject, like the part where people are able to work and they're still getting food stamps. She's even talking about she don't even. Well, I can still buy groceries without food stamps. Then why you using food stamps? It's not even her card, y'all. Why you using food stamps? Well, I'm not worried, you know what I'm saying? Because I can go ahead and get my own groceries. It's not even my EBT card. Then you're part of the problem. You make everybody else who actually needs those services, you make them look bad. You make them look bad. You're part of the problem. It's called snitching on yourself.
Like, poor people are not allowed to have anything. Like, I hate when people make a thing about poor people finding joy. They all like, well, you can still buy your meat. You just can't buy no soda. You can only buy necessities now. You only need necessities anyway. Bitch, ain't your kids eating big Texas and them? Big honey buns and all that other nut shit? You take them to the gas station in your suburban neighborhood and they run up your wallet, not your EBT, your wallet, because you make enough that you don't need no EBT. But I can't have a sweet treat.
Hell no. Like, bro, like, everybody who lives in the suburbs didn't come from the suburbs, bro. How many of you all came from food stamps and you live in the suburbs? I just want to know. Because some people have this mindset of like, well, if you got it bad, you always going to have it bad. I used to have that mindset, bro. It don't mean that. You got to help yourself before you can help other people. You know what I'm saying? I get it. If you got kids, you know what I'm saying? Feed the kids, you know what I'm saying? But don't feed them shit. Don't feed them honey buns and stuff, bro. Kids are already energetic enough. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed enough to have 2 parents in the home. Didn't struggle for food. You know what I'm saying? Didn't get the latest Jordans, but we didn't have to worry about the lights or where we were going to stay at night. And that's all thanks to the Most High. You know, but I did have to work once I graduated high school. And that's a luxury of working. Like, people, they be acting like they want the same results as someone who works. You don't give the same thing to society when you take and you're using somebody else's EBT card and you talking about you got mouths to feed. It's not even your EBT card. You say you can afford groceries, then why are you using an EBT card? It's the select few like this. Maybe not even the select few. Maybe a lot of people who are doing this who aren't even talking about it on social media. They're doing this and they're making people who need EBT look bad. I'm glad because it's gonna make them come out the woodworks. It's gonna force you to have to get the food that you need. You already abusing the system because you just said you can afford the groceries. You just said you can afford the groceries.
My mom gave me $2. $2. She said I could spend $2 off the EBT and I could go to the corner store and get me something to eat. And I can't get my chips because y'all said I can't buy them no more. I don't understand, y'all. Poor people deserve to have shit too. Like, that's why I be shutting up about a lot of conversations. Like, y'all talk about the lady who lived in a hotel and her husband got that PS5. I'm sure he's not the only one using that PS5. They got 6 kids. And that's not to say that they couldn't have spent that money on something else and that they doing it the right way and all that other shit. But I'm saying they are allowed to have nice things.
You most definitely are allowed to have nice things if you are using EBT. It's just that those things that you don't need, that are nice things, you should have to pay for it. Having healthy food is a nice thing. You know why? Because it's healthy food. You get to keep your health. I went to Chipotle yesterday. That was a nice thing. It's fresh food. I eat a salad because I go grocery shopping. That's nice. Because guess what? It's helping my body. But eating junk food isn't helping my body. It looks nice, but it ain't nice. It tastes nice, but it's a luxury, baby. You talking about what you need, but you getting what you want with the system that's supposed to help you with what you need, and you don't even need it. You don't like it? Get off of EBT. You can get what you want. Then people gonna complain about prices. Oh, well, I left EBT. You know what I'm saying? I can get junk food now, but why are everything so expensive? Why is everything so expensive? Shut up. Like, y'all gotta stop this, man.
So now people that receive EBT and food stamps are not going to be allowed to buy junk food with EBT or food stamps? I seen something that stated that the Trump administration was stopping people who receive EBT or food stamps to stop buying any junk food or high processed food items with their EBT and food stamps. And if they are going to put this rule in place, they just need to decrease the price of healthy foods, okay? Because healthy foods are so high. That's why people shop and buy things that they can afford, aka junk food and high processed foods, because they are trying to make their food stamps benefit.
Not all people. Some people are actually just fat in real life. Look, bro, we all got a little fat boy inside of us or a fat woman inside of us. Like, we all do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to treat yourself out. You know what I'm saying? I do it sometimes. You know what? I deserve something sweet. But I treat it as a reward. You see, it's not a necessity. You see what I'm saying? When I eat something healthy or choose something healthy in the grocery store, I say, that is healthy. Let me choose that, because not only is it going to help my health increase, but it's also something my body needs. I need to consistently use the restroom. I need to take care of what I put in my body so my organs can stay functioning. Y'all worried about chips and donuts, bruh. Again, people complaining about the worst or the lowest of the low and then having some type of entitlement to it. Well, people in the suburbs people in the suburbs be working. They be working, bruh. Well, y'all let y'all kids use y'all. Okay, and don't you want that for your kids too? Isn't that what it's about? Not all about, but isn't that what it's about? Being better than where you came from?
It's stretched the whole month. So towards the end of the month, the kids might be eating oodles and noodles or TV dinners or whatever else or sandwiches with chips, because guess what? Or hot dogs and burgers, because guess what? It is just high. Stuff is high. So you're trying to stretch your food stamps towards the end of the month to make them last. Because anybody who have received food stamps before, which is me, I've received them before, know that those food stamps benefits does not last the whole month. And we all know that bag of vegetables is $10 or the price of eggs at this point. Okay? It's like $12 for a carton of eggs. Listen, decrease the price of healthy foods so that people can actually afford to buy them.
And maybe they will. Maybe they will. But that rule should still be in place regardless. It should still be in place. There should be no reason why someone needs junk food in order to live. That's a lie. That's like you shopping at a vending machine for your groceries. You know it's usually nothing really nutritious and healthy inside of a vending machine. Sometimes you got the healthy options, but people don't be buying healthy options at a vending machine. They be looking for Doritos and sour cream chips and honey buns and cinnamon rolls and sodas and bruh. You never needed a vending machine lifestyle of snacks in order for you to live. That's a preference. And yeah, healthy food may be more expensive. Hopefully they will lower it. Hey, that'll be good for everybody. But the point is, if you're on something like SNAP or EBT, then you need to see it as a tool to help you get out of the situation you're in. Especially if you're able to work. People who are disabled, that's different. People who made a whole bunch of children and can't take care of them financially, that was choices that were made. Feed the children. But I also believe there should be something where you have to answer about where you're going with your career, with your money, and getting off the program. Because it's not only going to help the economy, but it's also going to help motivate people to get out of that situation. You're going to feel so much better about yourself having your own and being able to take care of your family, bro. People love blaming the government, but the government is what gave you EBT in the first place. And now they're saying, eat healthier. Oh, well, they have junk food, bro. One word, 2 words, three words, taxpayer money. Taxpayer money, man. It's not your money. Where you think it's coming from? It's not your money. It's not your money. How you gonna complain about something that's not your money?
Beginning August of 2026 is going to be a limit to what you can buy with your food stamps. These are the list of the states that this has already been approved for. They are pushing for people to not be able to purchase, junk food, snacks, candy, and stuff like that with their food stamps. So just to let you know in advance, I know you probably already heard of it, but these are the governors who have already pushed for it in their states. So don't be surprised if you go into the store with a cart full of like junk food and they turn your ass around and tell you that you can't get it because they have already pushed for this to happen, which I don't necessarily feel like it's a bad thing because there are a lot of obese people in America, especially people with diabetes and stuff like that, children as well. There's a lot of parents out here just feeding their kids bullshit, which we all like a good snack every now and then, but I definitely feel like you should be introducing your kids to like fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and nutritious things to help them along their journey and growth. But yeah, they're going to be stopping this next year, so make sure that if I know some people do have businesses where they sell snacks and candies and stuff like that, just make sure you stock up and you're prepared because they most definitely are.
I didn't know that conversation was going to go that way with her, but shout out to her for 2 reasons. One, eating junk food causes obesity. Shouldn't be something that somebody can get on EBT. It's not their money. 2, why are people buying snacks and reselling them? Bro, that's not even how it's supposed to be used. Take it away from those people. Take it away. Bro, obviously you don't need the food that you selling. So how you living? You're selling the food that you got for free for a profit. And then what are you doing with the profit? Are you buying actual real food? I've yet to hear how somebody can break down that justification. Do they buy more food with the profit that they made? And that'd be pretty hard to keep up with, honestly, because you'd have to keep stacking, keep elevating. You're running a business. And I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, man. Like, again, when you living on somebody else's dime, they get to make the rules, bro. The people be tripping. Oh, well, they should. How you gonna try to make the rules? You ain't got nothing to give. And again, we're not talking about the people who are disabled, who can't work, or the people who have children and they need to be fed. The children need to be fed, bro. They ain't asked to be here. They need to be taken care of, but they need to be eating healthy stuff, man. I mean, even when you get your own money, you can very well eat unhealthy stuff and be obese. But at least you worked for that money. You had the freedom to spend it how you want to. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. It's not sweet to say. It's easier said than done. But that's life. No Frank Sinatra. Shout out to my people who like that type of music. But anyways, if you like these type of videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see what's going on even more in the economy and in finances in the world, then go ahead and watch this next video, because if you like this one, you're going to love the next one. I will see you in that next video. I'm out. Let's get it. All right, y'all, that is the full show for tonight. I am very, very excited. That actually went really smooth. I feel really good about this show, y'all. Definitely want to continue doing this. And I've been setting up systems to help me consistently have videos for you all on a weekly basis and on daily basis, actually. And I'm actually thinking about, once we hit above 1,000 subscribers, actually having a submission process where you all submit videos into my email or some type of site, and I can react to those videos that you want me to react to and get my opinion on, and we can have a discussion on. I really love talking about these things, and honestly, I think this channel is going in a very positive way. I appreciate all of you all's support for sure, and I will see you all on Monday, which is tomorrow. So we back to work on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and edit these videos, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'm out. Let's get it.